Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rams will boot it away to start the game. And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's bumped. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Bulls his way forward. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. At the 45 on its way. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take a shot. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
action on first down. Looking to scramble. It's complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long and field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Here's the handoff. Stumbled to the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got his man. And, oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
2nd down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggie!
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 10 to Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado State takes over the rim. Offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Fights off a defender. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Breaks the tackle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score time 10-10.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Wide out in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Open space at the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
For the offense.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. He's going to pass. He'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
It's second down.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And some room to work. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Aggies. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, get that. Take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
He leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Rides to the back. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Now on the move. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history, finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man in the middle. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Third down coming up.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push him upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Give to the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Feeling some heat. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Vargas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead.
All right, well, the offense deciding not to get too risky and go in the 2-minute mode. They're just happy having the lead going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
20, Colorado State 17.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. I imagine imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Rams look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Colorado State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. It's complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll try the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Takes the handoff. It's Dalton.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Well, jet sweep pass. Across the 45. Afterburners coming. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. The play action fake. Fires left. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He'll take a deep shot here. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggie. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On third down, going up top. And they're not on the same page there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Rams will punt it away on fourth down. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
Will take over first and 10.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Ready? 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Toss sweep to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
The old school toss play, huh? Little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
A&M comes back out with another first down.
Get set.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback checking off. Running back goes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Aggies are on the move.
Easy.
The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Buck. Makes a catch and knocked down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Ready up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Clear. Clear.
He leaves it with his back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 41, Colorado State 24.
And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 25 over Missouri. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Second down.
Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Rams racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Rams are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Coming out, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling here out to the 35.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Colorado State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Okay, ready?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Fakes his man out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Now, 4th down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
On to punt it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Rams will hustle with the line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a
Oh, the ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease to the left. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado State takes over the rim. Offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass hits, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
1st down here for the offense. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.